Hello, cats and kittens. Orewa Jose Hiroshku. Just got back from seeing Wonder Woman. I give you my spoiler-free review. Uh, that was a very good movie. A very good movie. I'm not going to give away any plot points, specific plot points. Basically, just want to give my impressions of what was done right, what they really nailed. First of all, better than any of the DC cinematic movies to date, of which there are only, three? Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and what was that? Suicide Squad. Of those three, I would say I was probably most impressed with Man of Steel. Gloomy piece of movie, but it was more impressive than the other two. Batman versus Superman was I'm not going to say a near train wreck, but it was not very, very good. Suicide Squad, I mean, depending on who you ask, it was good or it was bad. It was kind of meh to me. It was okay. Wonder Woman, by comparison, looks like Citizen Kane. It's a very, very well executed movie. One thing that you'll notice immediately, it has color, it has life, it has some vibrancy that Zack Snyder either refuses to put into his movies or just is so overwhelmed with CGI and slow motion that he just can't get it right. Now, I'm not a Zack Snyder fan, I'll say that from the get-go. Although he makes beautiful looking movies, I'm not a fan of his storytelling. Patty Jenkins' storytelling is superior in this instance. I'm not going to say Zack Snyder is not a... Alright, I'm trying not to be too critical because I'm not a director. But I'm just not a huge fan of Zack Snyder's directing. I liked Watchmen. I thought I liked it. I didn't understand what he was doing with Sucker Punch, but it was great to look at. That's when I turned the sound down and just watch it. Not voyeuristically, but just there's some part. Anyway, I'm not gonna stray too far off subject. Well, all I'm saying is Wonder Woman looks great, but it looks vibrant as opposed to some of the other DC cinematic films. Now, aside from the aesthetics, again, the story was well put together. It's like a Wonder Woman Begins type deal, although it's told in a flashback. This is a flashback because we know that we already met Wonder Woman in Batman vs. Superman. She's giving a flashback as to her past. And it's very well done in that sense. We get to see her grow up. We get to understand her background as a warrior. We get to see where she come from. Themyscira is shown. We get to see her grow up a little bit. And after she's grown, she's off into a mission into the world to help end World War One. I'm not going to get into the specific plot points, but another key element is that her relationship with Steve Trevor is fantastic. The two actors, Chris Pine and Gal Gadot. First of all, Gal Gadot, she mashes that whole movie. She just crushes it. She is Wonder Woman. With respect to Linda Carter, Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman, period. She executes the swing between innocence, warrior, toughness, beautifully. She emotes emotion, passion. She's a totally empathetic character. She's flawed, but she's flawed for a reason. And you get that reason. You understand why she's either headstrong or naive. You get it. You really understand it, and she emotes all of that beautifully. Chris Pine does a great job with Steve Trevor. He is the war hero, the brash spy in this instance, putting in his work, trying to save his country as a soldier from the evil. Germans are great for villains. You don't have to empathize with them at all. From the evil Germans. Anyway, well, the villains in this instance, I thought were serviceable. A lot of the comic movies have problems with villains. I wouldn't say they were memorable, but they were serviceable and suitably evil. So you don't have to worry about empathizing with them at all. They get what they deserve and so forth. The action sequences were fantastic. The fight choreography was fantastic. Not as much slow-mo as Zack Snyder's used to using. That's cool. But the fighting was excellent. The special effects were great, I thought. And there were only maybe 3 major battles. All of them were well done. All of them were extremely well done. And the ending, there were a few twists and turns to get to the ending. I wouldn't say any of them were mind-blowing, but there were some good twists. Some really good, solid twists. But the main thing, this isn't, like the usual suspects. You're not going to get your head blown, by some, spine-tingling twist or none of that. It's a straight-ahead type superhero movie that you'll thoroughly enjoy because you can connect with the characters. The side characters and the backup characters, I think, are serviceable, but they don't get in the way of the main attraction, which is Steve and Diana and her journey to becoming who she is. That's what you're there for, and that's what you get. And it's done extremely well. I'd put this, it's easily the best of the DC cinematic universe, of DC movies, period. That's not a hard thing to do. Except for the Nolan stuff. You ain't got a whole lot to pick from. I think it's in there. It rates favorably against Batman Begins. It's not Dark Knight. But it rates, I would say if Dark Knight is the top and Green Lantern is the bottom, I would say Wonder Woman is, say like if Batman is A, Green Lantern is F, then Wonder Woman is a B plus or A minus. Thoroughly enjoyable, great pacing, and yeah, it's just an excellent movie. Not just a good movie, I think it's a fantastic movie, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. So go out there and get your tickets and go check it out. And if you don't like it, hey, sorry. Anyway, that's it. From the Crisis Corner. Hope you go see it. Hope you enjoy it. I'm out. Stay loose.